Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing a keratin treatment on a first-time client. Now she found me through researching keratin treatments and thought it would be a great option for her. And this is because she has a ton of hair but very little time. So in this video I want to dive into how do you take care of your keratin treatment at home and answer your most frequently asked questions. So let's dive in. So first things first, I'm grabbing my favorite keratin treatment, which is the Cezanne Smoothing Keratin Treatment. And I love it because it is 100% formaldehyde free and is formulated with natural ingredients such as aloe vera and vitamin C, B, and green tea extract, which allows it to be a more gentle treatment that leaves the hair more moisturized and stronger after. What I love about this treatment is that the more you use it, the healthier your hair gets. Alright, so as I apply her keratin treatment, let's talk about what exactly is keratin. Keratin is a natural protein that's already found in our hair, and it is vital to the health of our hair. And that is because it keeps our hair strong and prevents breakage, damage, and frizz. Now the problem is that over time our hair loses keratin due to environmental stressors, chemical treatments, and honestly just through daily wear and tear. So a keratin treatment is great because it replaces the lost keratin by penetrating it deep into our hair shaft and rebuilding and protecting our hair from the inside out. Now the reason why a keratin treatment is great for curly hair is because our hair is more prone to damage and breakage than other hair textures, and that's due to the structure of it. So a keratin treatment is great because it acts like a shield against any stressors that may cause breakage. So I find that with my curly hair clients, they're able to hold on to their length so that they can grow their hair out because it's not breaking off at the same point every time. And I just want to reiterate that a keratin treatment is a smoothing treatment. So the point of it is not to loosen your hair texture like a relaxer or a texturizer. It is to smooth down your cuticles and make it easier for you to style and manage your hair. Now I like to tell potential clients to think of your hair when it is doused and saturated in a deep conditioner. You know, when those curls are popping and it's so easy to detangle and run your hands through your hair. That's how a keratin treatment keeps your hair looking and feeling like. It eliminates frizz, and the reason why this is great is because it makes it easier to style your hair whether you're doing curly or straight. I've had clients who say that a silk press that normally lasts them 2 weeks, they're able to push it out to 3, and wash and goes are much easier to achieve now that they don't have frizz. A keratin treatment will be great for you if you have just reached a wall with your hair. You seem to do all the things and nothing is working. You struggle on wash day. You struggle with styling your hair. You can't seem to grow it out even though you do all the things. I think a keratin treatment will be great because it just gives your hair the extra support so that you can actually not only reach your hair goals, but just maintain healthy hair. Like if you want to stop relying on protective styles and actually start getting to know your hair and wearing it out, I think a keratin treatment is great for supporting you to do that. Alright y'all, so here is my client's hair after processing. You can see that her curls are still there, but they're even more defined now. And that's because that keratin treatment did its job and it smoothed her hair out by closing those cuticles. That's why her curls are more defined, and it's very much still her hair texture, just smoother as if it had a deep conditioner in it. So in order to seal in this keratin treatment, we need to use heat. Now I get a lot of questions on this, and yes, the heat is necessary, and because the heat is going to seal in the treatment so that the treatment can last 3+ months. Now I know we get a little nervous when we start mentioning blow dryers and flat irons, but I do want to assure you that for me anyways, I don't use any more heat than a regular silk press. Okay, so as I continue blow drying, I just want to get into what you can expect after the salon. Now I will preface this by saying that all keratin treatments are different, and I'm only speaking for the keratin treatment that I use, which is the Cezanne smoothing keratin treatment. And I say this because with most keratin treatments, there's a period of time where you can't put your hair in a ponytail or you can't wash it for a certain amount of hours so that the treatment can settle. But that's not the case for this keratin treatment that I use. There's no downtime. As soon as we seal it in with a flat iron, you can literally wet your hair and your curls will be popping. So there's no downtime. You can just go ahead and live your life, which is why I love it, especially for my clients. You can curl your hair, put it in a wrap, and go on about your day. So let's start with wash day. Now I do want to say, just because you have a keratin treatment doesn't mean you can't wash your hair. Like, let's not have the treatment do all the heavy lifting. So I recommend, just for the general health of your hair, you want to be washing your hair once a week or once every other week. Any less than that and you are just asking for dryness, breakage, what have you. Now when you have a keratin treatment, the shampoo you use is so important, and that is because a keratin treatment washes out eventually. So you want to be sure to use shampoos and conditioners that are keratin safe and sulfate free. A cheap shampoo that you can get at the drugstore usually contains harsh detergents that will strip the keratin treatment out way before it's time. When it comes to conditioners, I always say just deep condition, because you know it's going to leave your hair moisturized for longer and gives your hair more nutrients than a regular rinse conditioner. And now that you have the keratin treatment, you don't need to go in with the periodic protein treatment. And that's because, like we mentioned before, keratin is a natural protein. So now it's just up to you to go in on wash day and give your hair the moisture that it needs. And when it comes to styling, as I said before, you can wear your hair curly or straight, but you still want to make sure that if you are heat styling, you are still using heat protectants. Just because a keratin treatment makes your hair stronger doesn't make it invincible. And that brings us to our haircut. And I do want to mention that with my clients, I have noticed that they are not suffering from a ton of split ends like they were pre-treatment. And that is the reason why they're able to retain length and grow their hair out, because their hair is stronger. But with that being said, you still want to make sure that you come into the salon and get your hair trimmed, just to make sure that we keep your hair strong and give it the shape you need for better styling. Okay, so as I finish sealing in the treatment by flat ironing my client's hair, I just want to touch on the frequency of retouches. As I mentioned before, each keratin treatment is different, but for the keratin treatment that I use, I tell my clients to give it 3 months. Now, after 3 months of having the treatment, you want to assess your hair. By this time, the keratin treatment has washed out significantly, but there's still some remnants of it on the length and the ends of your hair. Your natural hair at the root has grown out, so at this point, we have previously keratin treated hair and our natural regrowth. What I love about the keratin treatment is that your hair won't look any different. All your hair will still look like your curls, but it will only feel different on those ends. Think of it as like hair color. When you first get it, it's so vibrant, but by a few months is only just a little whispers of the color. That's basically what it is for the keratin treatment. And some people are okay with having their hair faded out. They still like it. It still looks good. With the keratin treatment, it'll still feel good a little bit, not too much like when you first got it done. So at this point, I say if you're okay with it, then you can stretch out the keratin treatment to maybe not every 3 months, but to every 5 to 6 months. But for some people, they can't stand when it's faded out and they want their hair to all feel the same and they want it all to be fresh again. So then you want to start coming in every 3 to 4 months. So that's why I love the keratin treatment, is that it's customizable in that way. This also makes keratin treatments great for special occasions, or if you just need it seasonally, because you know you just need a little pick-me-up in your hair from time to time. Alright y'all, and here are the final results. First and foremost, look how vibrant and shiny her hair looks. And that's because those cuticles are closed, so her hair is reflecting more light. So it looks like so shiny and so healthy because of it. And you see those layers that we cut in. This gives her hair so much body and movement. And her hair looks so healthy, and that's why I love the treatment, because it really just gives your hair a boost and you can see it from the inside out. Wash day is going to be so much easier, styling it is going to be so much easier, and this is why my clients love the keratin treatment and keep coming back, because of the ease and manageability without compromising their natural curls. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you have any other questions regarding keratin treatments. And if you're interested in seeing how keratin treatments help fix my clients' hair porosity, check out this upcoming video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!